I tell the truth, says Ava 1104KK, says Dark Lord 7393, you. I wasn't there, tell me, says Dark Lord 7393, you. What happened? Says Molecule YT, you. Stop yapping in hub bra. Says Vksksa, you. I tell the truth, Dark Lord, you're lying. Says Dark Lord 7393, you. I wasn't even there, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Tell me what happened, says Vksksa, you. My proof you're lying, says Dark Lord 7393, you. My game crashed, tell me again, says Zazie. This must be the work of Dark Reunion, says Chalky Cold 14035 WTF. Says Ava 1104, he's saying that you're saying fake stuff and stuff. Says Dark Lord 7393, you. OFC, I'm the one that's doing that. Says Tikashi 8240 Crab, says Fincool 2016, plus, Mom, says Dark Lord 7393, you. That's a lie also or what? Says Dark Lord 7393, you. Since I've got it all, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Say what you want, says Fincool 2016, plus, CS, says Dark Lord 7393, you. You've got nothing, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Now tell me, what did Michelle say? Says Vksksa, you. I got everything back what I wanted, says Dark Lord 7393, you. IDC, says Fincool 2016, plus, YII, says Vksksa, you. I never talked to Michelle again, says Dark Lord 7393, you. You said you did, says Vksksa, you. No, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Yes, says Vksksa, you. No, says Dark Lord 7393, you. You did, says Vksksa, you. I never talked to her since she is on your side, says Dark Lord 7393, you. She's not, says Fincool 2016, plus, fight, says Dark Lord 7393, you. She's leaving me if you listen, mate, says Dark Lord 7393, you. If you're reading the chat right, says A Very Light, follow our Instagram, @thehivemic, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Now what? Says Ava 1104, this is why I have to deal with, says Dark Lord 7393, you. You lost again and again and again, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Just give up already, says Vksksa, you. I haven't lose, says Vksksa, you. I got everything back, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Didn't, says Vksksa, you. I won, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Dim, says Fincool 2016, plus, what ya fighting bout, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Michelle's on your side, then how did you got everything back, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Me, says Pelman 4547 Simku, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Michelle, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Exactly, says Vksksa, you. Oh, you're just saying that because you want to win, says Dark Lord 7393, you. OFC mate, says Dark Lord 7393, you. I already won, says Dark Lord 7393, you. I don't need nothing, says Dark Lord 7393, you. I've got it all, says Vksksa, you. I won, says Dark Lord 7393, you. OFC, says Vksksa, you. I got everything, says Dark Lord 7393, you. Keep sleeping, mate, says Zine, plus, bro, says Clean Up Hickory 2 Hide and Seek, says Vksksa, you. Okay ZZ, says Zine, plus, I didn't realize IT was you, says Vksksa, you. Hahaha, says Vksksa, you. Dark Lord give up, says Fincool 2016, plus, does anybody have popcorn, says Vksksa, you. You lost, says Dark Lord 7393. You. I'm not doing anything, says Dark Lord 7393. You started all of this, says Dark Lord 7393. You did, says Vkulsksa. You. No, says Dark Lord 7393. You. No, says Vkulsksa. You started everything, says Vkulsksa. You. I have proof, says Dark Lord 7393. You. Ha, says Dark Lord 7393. You. I was there to help, says Fincool 2016. Plus, mommy they fighting, says Vkulsksa. You. No, says Dark Lord 7393. You started, says Chalky Colt 14035. I'm recording, says Vkulsksa. You're acting like a kid. Dark, says Dark Lord 7393. You. OFC, says Dark Lord 7393. You. I did everything somehow, says Vkulsksa. You. So you're boring me, says Dark Lord 7393. You. Explain ha, says Vkulsksa. You. I have proof, says Dark Lord 7393. You. Show me, says Dark Lord 7393. You'll get grounded for jibbing any socials, says Dark Lord 7393. You. Gives it to Michelle, says Dark Lord 7393. You. Tells everything, says Vkulsksa. You. Ha 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 ha, says Dark Lord 7393. You think I don't know everything already? Says Dark Lord 7393. You. That's a loss again, says Dark Lord 7393. You. Left again, says Dark Lord 7393. You. And he won. Follow our Twitter, @TheHiveMac, says DVL1533 bro, says Zine. Plus, what skin is fate, says Crosby 1081214 hey, says DVL1533 face with steam from nose. Face with steam from nose. Face with steam from nose, says Dark Lord 7393. You. How much am I at? Says Chalky Colt 14035. Who is Michelle? Says Zine. Plus, what pack? Says Crosby 1081214. That's the name hey, says Zine. Plus, OLOL, says Crosby 1081214. Moana? The Hawaii girl I think from Disney, says A very like PFF, says Uzivert. Plus, VQ should be reported, says Dark Lord 7393. You. IDC, says Dark Lord 7393. You. I've won 5 times, says Dark Lord 7393. You. And IDC what he does, says Dark Lord 7393. You. I've got proof. VQ's got nothing, says Uzivert. Plus, yes, says Dark Lord 7393. You. I swear if Ava don't tell me now I know what's going on. Says Dark Lord 7393. You. VA, says Dark Lord 7393. You. Tell me, says Dark Lord 7393. You. What did he say? Says Ava 1104. Fake stuff, that's all he's saying. Says Dark Lord 7393. You. Tell me. Says Dark Lord 7393. You. Mate. Says Dark Lord 7393. You. You left also, says Vkulsksa. You're not on his side or? Says Ava 1104. He's saying that you're saying fake stuff, that's all he's saying, he won't say anything else, says Dark Lord 7393. You. Thanks, says Uzivert. Plus, VQ get out, says Vkulsksa. You. Ava, says Chalky Cold 14,035. He got everything back that he wanted, says Dark Lord 7,393. You've got no one, says Vkalsksaw. I got everyone, says Dark Lord 7,393. Ava is on no one's side but would rather join mine than yours, says Usivert. Plus, lies again, bro, says Dark Lord 7,393. Trust me, says Dark Lord 7,393. She's even nodding yes, says Vkalsksaw. I am not lying, says Dark Lord 7,393. You are, says Dark Lord 7,393. Claire, says Vkalsksaw. No, says Usivert. Plus, that you are lying, says Claire Mock yes, says Vkalsksaw. Ava join my CS now, says Dark Lord 7,393. Don T, join our Discord, run Discord or visit Discord GG Hive, says Dark Lord 7,393. Don't, says Claire Mock, says Vkalsksaw. She is hers right RN, says Vkalsksaw. GOOD, says Dark Lord 7,393. Yeah buddy, says Usivert. Plus, you always have, says Dark Lord 7,393. She left you, says Dark Lord 7,393. She's on my side, says Vkalsksaw. She did not, says Dark Lord 7,393. I'm in your head, says Dark Lord 7,393. She's on my side, says Vkalsksaw. No, says Dark Lord 7,393. Yeah, says Vkalsksaw. She is not on your side, says Dark Lord 7,393. Ask her, says Dark Lord 7,393. She is, says Vkalsksaw. You're telling her FAKR stuff, says Claire Mokim on Uzi's side, says Dark Lord 7,393. I'm in your head I took it, says Dark Lord 7,393. Ask her then, says Dark Lord 7,393. Claire you're on mine, says Dark Lord 7,393. Since Uzi's on my side, says Vkalsksaw. Ava and are you with him, says Dark Lord 7,393. Bro, says Claire Mock OKK, says Usivert. Plus, VQ cringe, says Tabby Duck 9907 hi, says a very light hi, says Vkalsksaw. Ava are you in his side, says Claire Mock him so ugly, says Michielro 17 hi, says Vkalsksaw. Tell me, says Dark Lord 7,393. She is, says Tabby Duck 9907 brew, says a very light AFK, says Tabby Duck 9907 your skin is so good man, says Usivert. Plus, get away from me Q, says Usivert. Plus, VQ, says Vkalsksaw. Good then Ava it's over, says a very light bye, says Spinkix 5481. Ha 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 ha, says Dark Lord 7,393. Hi Pinky, says Dark Lord 7,393. Good for you VQ, says Spinkix 5481. Drama, says Dark Lord 7,393. Yeah, says Usivert. Plus, VQ shut up, says Dark Lord 7,393. You're on time NGL, says Spinkix 5481. Ha ha ha, says Dark Lord 7,393. I took Ava from VQ NGL, says Dark Lord 7,393. She's on my side RN, says Dark Lord 7,393. VQ, says Dark Lord 7,393. Left again, says Spinkix 5481. Ha ha ha, says Dark Lord 7,393. Make it a 1 for 6 times now, says Spinkix 5481. AVAVAA, says Ava 1104 Pinky, says Spinkix 5481. Hi, says Tabby Duck 9907 LOL, says Ava 1104 Hi, says Pixel Fog Note, says Nosferest what is happening, says Ava 1104 he's gone, says Dark Lord 7,393. OFC he is, didn't get your store purchase? Try fix per case, says Claire Mock Uzi hi. says Usivert. Plus. Finally, he's gone. Says Dark Lord 7393. Usi. Says Dark Lord 7393. He'll join soon. Says Ava 1104. He's invited me. Says Dark Lord 7393. Join. Says Dark Lord 7393. And tell me what he says. Says Usivert. Plus. He says lies. Says Dark Lord 7393. Ike. Says Usivert. Plus. I roasted him. Says Claire mock him a girl. Says Dark Lord 7393. Anne? Says Ava 1104. He wants to talk to me. Says Dark Lord 7393. Then talk to him. Says Dark Lord 7393. Her. Says Spinkix 5481. Wait. Says Dark Lord 7393. What again VQ? Says Ava 1104 KK. Says Dark Lord 7393. VQ. Says Dark Lord 7393. Just leave. Says Vksksa. You told her fake stuff. Says Dark Lord 7393. OFC I did. Says Laxmanidas Haya. Says Vksksa. That's why she left me. Says Dark Lord 7393. See guys. Says Dark Lord 7393. OFCCC. Says Dark Lord 7393. What a lie. Says Claire Makusi would rather the skin or the girl's skin. Says Dark Lord 7393. VQ. Says Dark Lord 7393. You want LV here or what? Says Claire Makuosi. Says Vksksa. You told AVA fake stuff. Says Chalky Cold 14035 still recording. Says Dark Lord 7393. I did apparently. Says Dark Lord 7393. I'm in your head. Says Vksksa. You're taking all my friends. Says Dark Lord 7393. Yeah. Says Dark Lord 7393. Good right? Comma need help? Go to supportplayhive.com. Says Vksksa. No. Says Claire Mock get him. Says Dark Lord 7393. Then you'll finally leave for good. Says Ava 1104 Pinky. Says Vksksa. Stop telling fake stuff. Says Spinkix 5481. Says Dark Lord 7393. Nah I won't. Says Dark Lord 7393. I'll keep going. Says Dark Lord 7393. I'm dark for a reason. Says Usivert. Plus. VQ you're the one telling the lies. Says Spinkix 5481. Haha. Says Dark Lord 7393. Why do you think I stopped being nice? Says Ava 1104 you're on dark side as well? Says Spinkix 5481. Yes. Says Vksksa. I don't tell lie, says Dark Lord 7393. You do, says Chalky Cold 14035. Anyone need my video for proof, says Vkulsksa. You no, says Dark Lord 7393. Why do you think I stopped being nice? Says Claire Mock VQ. Stop being rude to Uzi, says Rustaram 9L. Go CS beds, says Usivert. Plus, everyone, get VQ, says Stinkix 5481. Says Ava 1104. I have bad Wi-Fi, says Usivert. Plus, VQ leave me alone, says Stinkix 5481. This is JS Petty 80PICL, says Quixvlal YTU. Why you sad, says Dark Lord 7393. VQ, says Vkulsksa. Then give MEAVA back, says Dark Lord 7393. Leave already mate, says Dark Lord 7393. Ava, says Dark Lord 7393. She's on my side now, says Vkulsksa. Now, says Dark Lord 7393. You getting no one, says Dark Lord 7393. You hear me, says Vkulsksa. Stop telling fake stuff Dark, says Dark Lord 7393. Nah, says Claire Mock. Shut up, says Chalky Cold 14035. Can I put the vid on YouTube, says Dark Lord 7393. I'm dark for a reason, says Usivert. Plus, Va shut up, says Dark Lord 7393. I'm a shadow to you, says Claire Mock VQ, says Dark Lord 7393. I can't go away, says Pixel Fog TT, says Usivert. Plus, VQ shut up, says Vkulsksa. I fight until the end, says Dark Lord 7393. Yeah sure, says Vkulsksa. I don't give up, says Dark Lord 7393. Till you've got no one left, says Stinkix 5481. The end has come XXX, says Dark Lord 7393. FR, says Claire Moxies, says Vkulsksa. You will see, says Big Manjikan Muhahahabuahaha 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 Seekers, says Vkulsksa. ICH Hate Dikanjazid Dark Lord, says Ava 1104. You really have to unfriend me, says Quixvlal YTU. W players, says Dark Lord 7393. OFC mate, says Usivert. Plus, VQ he's won, says Claire Moxies Usi, says Vkulsksa. Yes AVA because yo choosy dark over ME, says Dark Lord 7393. Anyone noticed VTXMG, says Dark Lord 7393. WW sumo player, says Usivert. Plus, VQ shut up telling me your lies and leave, says Dark Lord 7393. Ava didn't choose, says Dark Lord 7393. She's tricked in the darkness, says Vkulsksa. I don't lie, says Dark Lord 7393. Just like you, says Usivert. Plus, got out of my face, says Vkulsksa. And no I don't leave, says Elufs. LOL, found someone breaking the rules? Report them with report, says Claire Mock, says Usivert. Plus, I'm gonna ban you, says Ava 1104. Boy I see the darkness, says Stinkix 5481. HII, says Stinkix 5481. I love Urskin, says Dark Lord 7393. You're light, says Dark Lord 7393. We don't match, says Vkulsksa. AVA if I could talk to you the truth, says Usivert. Plus, go away, says Elufs. Tis my lovers, says Dark Lord 7393. You canner, says Dark Lord 7393. You only lie, says Vkulsksa. I can, says Vkulsksa. I don't lie, says Dark Lord 7393. You do, says Ava 1104. Everybody lies, says Vkulsksa. You no, says Spinkix 5481. You tidy, says Dark Lord 7393. You yeah, says Vkulsksa. You I don't lie, says R0 Warrior. I sad, says Claire Moxeld. I stop, says Uzivert. Plus, yes, you do, says Vkulsksa. You no, says Dark Lord 7393. We should get you the lie detector, says R0 Warrior. Sad, says Dark Lord 7393. You would fail instantly, says Uzivert. Plus, you've lied about everyone, says Vkulsksa. I don't lie, says Ava 1104. I have one, says Claire Mock. Yeah, says Uzivert. Plus, yes, you do lie, says Sorest Bulb 3449. Yep, no run, says Uzivert. Plus, stop lying, says Claire Mock. Me, says Leon 8652. Bia, says Ava 1104. My battery is about to die, says Leon 8652. Bro, says R0 Warrior, says Uzivert. Plus, leave now, I ban you, says Elufs. Wow, says Claire Mock. Okay, says Claire Mock, says Leon 8652. Bro Kunin Weir Mal Party Weeder V, says Leon 8652, says Vkulsksa. 9 Leanne, says Uzivert. Plus, leave now, says Vkulsksa. You choose Eat Dark, says Claire Mock. Okay, says Leon 8652. Is stress, says Dark Lord 7393. OFC Leanne does, says Vkulsksa. Leanne is my friend, says Dark Lord 7393. I've gotten 2 new friend invites from my Dark Clan, says Dark Lord 7393. Leanne is my friend, says Claire Mock. I'll leave, says Dark Lord 7393. Trust me, says Elufs. What is happening, says Uzivert. Plus, go now VQ, says Dark Lord 7393. Leanne, says Leon 8652. BRP. Is stress here, says Uzivert. Plus, I report you, says Vkulsksa. You guys are ly stealing my friends, says Dark Lord 7393. Light, says Leon 8652. Uzi says Dark Lord 7393. Leanne, says Uzivert. Plus, BQ. Shut up, says Leon 8652. What, says Dark Lord 7393. Are you darkness or are you light, says Leon 8652. Darkness, says Dark Lord 7393. Good, follow our Instagram, @thehivemic, says Dark Lord 7393. Now VQ, says Elufs. Oh wow, says Vkulsksa. Leanne, says Dark Lord 7393. Who else should I take, says Ava 1104. Darkness always beat the light, says Leon 8652, says Dark Lord 7393. Shadows can't be defeated, says Leon 8652. Bro, says Vkulsksa. It can, says Dark Lord 7393. W ice cream, says Dark Lord 7393. It can't, says Uzivert. Plus, get him, says Leon 8652. Says Blob 13270. CC Law R, says Leon. Says Vkulsksa. I will tell you the truth. AVA, says Leon 8652. Haha VQ. Leave not, says Dark Lord 7393. You don't, says Spinkix 5481. Oh my god, says Elufs. Why is there reporting involved, says Spinkix 5481. Stop this petty fight, says Dark Lord 7393. Where my ice cream bra, says Uzivert. Plus, shut up, bro, says Claire Mock. Why are you here, says Leon 8652. VQIF, says Leon 8652. Leave, says Dark Lord 7393. Leave. Says X Rose Jeweresque I like your skin. Says Dark Lord 7393. You. He left her. Says Ava 1104 Pinky Eye. Jade drop 5,504,443 has dropped a gift. Can you find it first? Jade drop 5,504,443's gift was found, says Uzivert. Plus, get him, says Dark Lord 7309. Says Claire. Says XX Nelly 2023 XX Elias. Says Uzivert. Plus, okay. Says Uzivert. Plus, he will probably be back. Says Ava 1104 Yummy. Says Dark Lord 7393. You. Then we'll win again and again and again. Says X Rose Jeweresque Screeny. Says Ava 1104 he can't come back, he basically unfriended everyone here. Follow our Twitter, @TheHiveMic. Says Leon 8652 Uzi leave now. Says Dark Lord 7393. You. Leanne. Says Claire Mock no. Says Dark Lord 7393. You. He doesn't have to. Says Leon 8652. Says Uzivert. Plus. Shut up, says Leon 8652 no, says Uzivert. Plus, get out of my face, says Venular Comet 65 okay, says Elias Gamer 1211 Wareson. Says Leon 8652 Ujar of my race XD, says XX Nelly 2023 XXO, says Venular Comet 65 what's going on here, says Leon 8652 get, says Uzivert. Plus, he's a supporting VQ getting out of here, says Ava 1104 that is like two arguments in one, says Venular Comet 65 what's going on here Uzivert, says Dark Lord 7393, you, Uzi, says Dark Lord 7393, you, Leanne is on my side, says Leon 8652 Jess, says Dark Lord 7393, you, otherwise he would have left already, says Elias Gamer 1211 Lolo, says Claire Mockam, says Ava 1104 basically everyone in my friends list would be on my side I think, says Uzivert. Plus, oh, says Lolo 2015 XMH Jaw, says Uzivert. Plus, sorry, I didn't know, says Dark Lord 7393, you, DW, says Uzivert. Plus, sorry, says Steely Tester 190, you, Brua, says Chalky Colt 14035 I got proof of everything, says Dark Lord 7393, you, DWW, says Elias Gamer 1211 Party was Los, says Ava 1104 KK, says Claire Mock my Bam, says Leon 8652 and VQ side, says Lean Camera 15132 Swami Finland, says Uzivert. Plus, my game is lagging, cause there's too many people in this hub, says Uzivert. Plus, gonna rejoin, says Claire Mock mine too, says Leon 8652 haha I have 120 fuss, says Leon 8652 FPS, says Dark Lord 7393, you, okay. Says Elias Gamer 1211 Lolo Bedwars.